So imagine if every time you introduced yourself to someone else, in addition to saying your name, you had to state your pronouns, and then your ethnicity and your sexuality, and then describe your physical appearance. All of it out loud. That would be insane, right? Oh no, but it's happening. It may be happening to you soon. We have to take it. We scour the internet for weird video to show you, and the other day we came across this, the weirdest we've seen in a while. It's from Microsoft, which at one point was a company outside Seattle that made mediocre software. Now it's some kind of religious movement, apparently. Anyway, this is from Microsoft, internal. Watch.
Hello and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. We've got a big day ahead and lots in store for you. First, we want to acknowledge that the land where the Microsoft campus is situated was traditionally occupied by the Sammamish, the Duwamish, the Snoqualmie, the Suquamish, the Muckleshoot, the Snohomish, the Tulalip, and other Coast Salish peoples since time immemorial.
Really? Have you paid royalties to the Muckleshoot people for building your stupid campus on their land? Probably not. You think mentioning their name gets you out of the obligation? I don't think so, Microsoft. We'll talk to you later. But on to the rest of the video, which got even weirder than that. Watch.
I'm a Caucasian woman with long blonde hair, and I go by she, her.
I'm a Caucasian man with glasses and a beard. I go by he, him.
I'm a white woman with short brown hair, wearing a navy and floral blouse and dark jeans.
I am a tall Hispanic male wearing a burgundy shirt and some blue jeans.
I'm a white man. I'm wearing a polo shirt, blue jeans, and glasses.
I'm a black woman with light brown skin, rocking curly hair today, a red shirt, and black jacket.
I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
To be inclusive of our whole community, I'll describe what I look like to help those who may have low vision or may not otherwise see me. I'm a white woman with dark brown hair wearing a hot pink sweater.
Okay. So we call Microsoft, they're very literal, of course. They make bad software for a living. They're not artists. And we asked them, what is this? And they said, we're doing it to help blind viewers. But of course, they're lying. Because the guy with the mohawk, which was the most interesting thing about him, never even mentioned that he had a mohawk. So they're lying to the blind people. And by the way, how would someone who can't see know what a red shirt looks like anyway? Keep in mind, this isn't some 8th grader like going crazy on TikTok. This is a choreographed presentation for one of the most powerful companies in the world. So how long before they make your kids do this? Chadwick Moore has thought a lot about this. He is the editor-in-chief of Outspoken, our old friend, and we're happy to see him tonight. Chadwick, thanks so much for coming on. If you could just describe yourself, by the way, for the visually impaired in our audience, we'd be grateful.
Sure, thank you for asking. I am a white male, sorry. I have a beard, I'm about 6 feet tall. I have piercing blue eyes, which if you can't see them, that's really unfortunate for you. And I'm currently wearing a patterned shirt with a different pattern tie, which is called power clashing.
Can I just ask, like, if you have the opportunity, why not give yourself an upgrade? Why not say, because they're going to have to take your word for it. Be like, I'm actually 6'6", I'm a kind of famous triathlete, I've got hands the size of dinner plates. Like, why not?
That was exactly my thought. And then what's next? Boxers or briefs? I mean, come on. And with the campuses, how soon until we start getting into personal details? Like, oh, also, when I was a child once at Christmas, I really wanted a Susie Bake Oven, but I got a football instead. Anyway, let's go on to what we're here to gather to talk about. With the campus, I think that why don't they just give the land back and everything on it if they have to name the tribes? But also, what I want to know is who the hell came up with this? Who was demanding this? I don't think that any lobbying groups for the visually impaired were suddenly decided November 2021 is the year they want to become just as aggressive and irritating and annoying as the pronoun jockeys and the gender wizards. This is all about these people who work in big tech who really feel have some sort of guilt and have nothing else to worry about other than trying to tell you how virtuous and wonderful they are, because they are driven mad by the idea that somewhere out there might be a blind person who is just dying to know what color their sweater is, although the color wouldn't really mean anything to them.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, I know a couple of blind people. I've never heard a blind person complain about anything. In fact, the people I know in my life who are the least likely to complain about anything are visually impaired. I don't know if there's a connection, but I've certainly noticed it. There's no lobby of blind people yelling at Microsoft. They're doing this just to let you know how great they are.
That's exactly right, and that's a very good point. I would say the same thing about every blind person I've ever met. Yeah, and then once again, and then maybe it's this, what is Microsoft leadership supposed to do? Because as we see with these woke corporations, the rank and file are so insane that they don't dare go against them unless they have some kind of Netflix situation unfolding and protests and bad press.
That's exactly right. We support your power clashing. Thank you for describing it. Chadwick Moore, great to see you tonight.
Thank you.